Hey guys, and welcome back to Okami. Today we should be taking on the twin devils, Lechku and Nechku, and oh yes, I ain't gonna fall for your stand shenanigans this time. Ami will do something cool. I guess I don't know why I'm trying to take credit for the goddess Amaterasu's feats. I am merely just an overweight commentator watching a screen right now.
Yeah, all the feats that Ami is achieving are mine, and mine alone.
we could add egotism to your CV now, I guess. Okay, how'd you get ahead of us? What the fuck?
He has teleportation powers, didn't you know?
I guess so, Okay, so Ishaku's been by, and, oh! Shiranui, yeah, recovered somewhat, there you go. So, I guess she's fated to die, but not yet, not just yet.
Well, obviously Shiranui dies 100 years ago at the battle with Orochi. Shiranui's got a little bit longer to go yet, but obviously not quite ready to be able to take on the twin demons Lechku and Nechku.
Just gotta rest up for a little bit. Alright, you stand using bastards, where you at? I got a nice sword on my back with your name on it.
Well, it's a reflector, but... potato potato.
Okay, that was me failing a spot check there. Oh my god, talk about climactic battle arenas.
So yes, we get to face both of them down together.
Oh man, this is putting me in mind of Clockwerk from the Sly Cooper series.
And what's particularly cool about this fight is that you get to do it alongside Oki, which is... it's amazing. And it's so epic. It's also quite quick, which explains how short this part is.
I'm just glad he's learned the error of his ways. Honestly, he's positively glowing right now.
Well, of course. I mean, he'd have to. But yes, this is a fun fight because we get to fight alongside Oki. So you've got the same thing going on with having to react to what the demons are doing, and it can be slightly complicated. But what you are wanting to do is effectively wait until one of them raises, I think, their staff to the sky. And you should recognise whenever anybody raises a staff anywhere, that is the time to use Thunderstrike. So yes, this is also quite a fun fight because you do get to use so many of your brush techniques.
Power Slash, Thunder, we've got a bit of slowing down time if you fancy. Oh, it's all there.
And then we can blow him up just there. Annoyingly, you can't actually damage them until they get slightly paralysed for a moment. But it will all make sense shortly. I think there was a moment where I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, why won't they die?
Oh, Richie. That's the curse of the live recording, I guess.
Indeed. But you know what? I have loads of Infinity Stones. I'm just going to use it. Who cares?
I was going to say, what are you saving these for? A rainy day? It's plenty stormy right now.
Well, I mean, effectively what I'm saving them for is the Demon Gate Trials, because, well, why wouldn't I? And here we go. One of them is paused, so we fling Oki at him, and then whilst Oki's attacking him, we can attack as well, and go in for the kill.
Do they share a health bar, or are they separate?
They have separate health bars.
Oh, tricky.
So this can be a potentially lengthy battle, because you've got to take both of them down, and also both of them are using different moves at the same time, and it's quite exciting. I love it.
I love this trigger move, this reaction command you've got with Oki, that bow and arrow shit.
I know, it's amazing. And so yes, the battle is going to continue much like this, and I would say it's probably the most involved of the boss fights so far.
Definitely.
Because you're constantly batting away attacks. It's quite exciting. And I mean, effectively, obviously the end of the game signals the end of the third arc, but this sort of is the end of the third arc boss fight, because Great Evils, Orochi was the end of the first one, Ninetales was the end of the second one, Lechku and Nechku were effectively the end of the third one. And then everything that takes place after this is sort of like the final episode type dealio.
Could be the epilogue, perhaps, the dark epilogue.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I suppose very similar to Bayonetta's epilogue, because that epilogue is the final level. Mm-hmm. Also, one of my favourite levels in a game ever.
Oh, we'll get to Bayonetta, don't you worry, mate. Now, serious question time. Out of Lechku and Nechku, which one do you find easier to beat?
Well, they're about the same, really. I wouldn't say either of them are hugely challenging.
Alright, better question then. Which one do you think has the better design?
I prefer the Golden Demon Lechku, largely just because I prefer the clock face rather than the slot machine. It's just a bit of it's a cooler design, and also I do love a good clock. You guys should know this after Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yeah, of course.
And actually, I think there's something that I haven't brought up about this boss fight that I can do. Something that I think is mentioned in the official Okami art book is that this particular arena, they did something slightly different with the camera angle.
Yeah.
Because what was happening was that as it was moving, it ended up getting stuck on things, because there's like a little moat around the outside of the arena. And I think effectively they lowered the camera angle slightly so that you were facing up towards the Lechku and Nechku.
Yeah.
And then they sort of allowed the camera to roam around the outside almost, so it wasn't getting stuck on like trees and all that jazz.
Aha, one down, one to go. And yeah, the camera, very cinematic for this fight, but it works. It hasn't seemed to have had any hang-ups thus far.
Oh, definitely not. And something else that's quite cool about this fight is, depending on which one you defeat first, depends on how the cutscene after the fight goes. It's quite cool.
Neat, I love little tricks like that.
Yes, and also I think I may get hit by... yeah. Thought that was going to be a little bit more painful. Thankfully it wasn't, but still it was slightly worrying at the time. I was just like, run! Oh god, I'm going to get hit! Balls! And it was all good.
Right, is this it? Is this the grand finale, the final hit?
Blooming hope so. Ah!
Balls. There better be a fucking desperation attack to justify that sliver of HP.
As if this game doesn't do desperation attacks.
Oh, but do you consider that a flaw of the game designer?
No, I'm totally fine with that, but yeah, he went down right there. Boom!
That was a really cool dungeon, and that was a fitting boss for such a good dungeon, I think.
It was amazing, and I loved it.
Oh, well, I hope the girl down at the bottom of the mountain was successful with the volcanic incantation, or this is going to be really awkward.
Well, we shall see what happens.
I guess this means we're going to see the darkness travel into the arc itself, or... yeah, look, there you go, yeah.
All of the black clouds of darkness, Blight, Ninetales, the Twin Demons, everything goes into the arc of Yamato.
We really aren't that far away from the end of the game now. Like, the last 3 parts of the playthrough itself are extras, which means the game will be finishing sooner than you think, everyone.
Indeed it will, and while Shiranui had perked up when Ishaku appeared, still brutally and fatally injured.
Oh, come on, I don't need to see this.
Yes, you do, Tom. It's important.
It's character building, I guess. Oh, Shiranui approves. Yeah, gotta die in the past, I suppose.
Obviously. And also, Shiranu was always destined to die at the Battle of Orochi. And even being so fatally wounded, he still went back to go and save Nagi and end that quest once and for all.
Ah, a true hero to the very end. Oh. Is that what they call a Pyrrhic victory?
Potentially, yes.
Well, it had to happen. Such is fate.
It is. Thankfully, we get a sun fragment out of that, which is great!
Yeah, I mean, Shiranui's dead, but my health's gone up, so everything's coming up swings and roundabouts.
Clearly. But yes, we're going to save, because that is the end of the act. And, we're effectively going to end on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Will everyone survive? You'll have to wait and find out.
See you next time, guys. Bye-bye for now.